Hey, 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 Periscope, how's it going? How's my style group today? My name is Jessica. I'm an Agnes Dora representative. I'm recording this and we'll probably post it on my Facebook channel, or not Facebook, YouTube channel. Hi, welcome. So, just so other people can watch the replay. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. I'm not planning on selling tonight. I am planning on talking about my experience as a rep and answering questions if anyone has questions on being a rep for Agnes and Dora or in direct sales, if general direct sales questions. So feel free to ask questions as we go along. Love to hear them from you. So I'm just making a quick note to myself after this. Hi, Danette. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for watching. So, sorry, I'm really dry mouth today. Let me give you guys a little bit of history, and like I said, I'm recording this, so I'm gonna give a little history and then kind of some updates, and then we can do Q&A. So, but my name is Jessica. I'm an Agnes and Dora rep. I've been a rep for 6 months today. 6 months ago today, I got my email from corporate. About 10 days after that, I got my kit. Hey Vicki, how's it going? Hi Jenny. So, yeah, so it's been kind of a wild ride. A little bit about me. I am a single mom. I've been divorced for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. I have a 13-year-old son, and I have, my ex and I share custody. So we have a very friendly relationship, which makes life really easy in that regard. I have a full-time job. I'm a marketing manager for a major corporation in Texas, and I manage marketing and events in the Central Texas region, which right now is kicking my butt. So it's busy season. So I'm a full-time job, part-time mom. I guess you're always a full-time mom, but I only have my son, 3 or 4 days a week, and he's 13, so he's kind of like, Mom, you're gonna go upstairs now, right? So he's pretty funny. So I was selling another line of direct sales. Yeah, that's right, Tiffany. If Tiffany can do it, I can do it. So I was selling another line of direct sales with my sister starting last November for extra money. I was like, I just need some extra money. I want vacation money and fun money. Like, I have a good job that covers all my needs. I just want to have a little more fun instead of having to just like pay for the fence with my extra funds. During that experience and some of the research I was doing to grow that business, I came across Agnes and Dora and was like, what's this? But I knew that the size of the company presented a major opportunity. And I thought the clothes were beautiful. And so I was like, look into this a little more. So through my research, I came across a few reps, Lauren Boyle, Shelby Williams, Noelle, and then Tiffany. And I talked to a couple of them, and Tiffany and I really connected. She's watching right now. She's adorable pretties. And I signed up. At the time, they weren't onboarding reps. They were building a wait list, and I was like, I have nothing to lose by being on the wait list. I can take all the time I need to think about this. So it's a perfect scenario for me. But I felt like it could be a real opportunity to do something significant for my life versus just making extra money. I'd seen my sister be very, very successful with her company because she got in young, and so I looked at Agnes and Dora as that opportunity. At the time, when I signed on, I was about rep number 1,400. Now there's about 3,100 or 3,200 reps, which is really small. Really, really, really small in the world of direct sales. The other company I'm with, I was like rep number 80,000. My sister got in early, and she was like rep number 19,000. So saying I'm rep number 1,400, pretty cool. Yeah, so that was my experience. I waited on the wait list for 3.5 months, and then got my house in order, got my finances really in good shape, and learned a lot, did a lot of research. Yep, did a lot of research on online marketing and online selling, because the real reason that I even approached my other business and this one was being able to sell online. Like, to me, that was a game changer. I've done other businesses in the past. There is there is a wait list. There's like a queue, but there's not like an onboarding freeze that's going on. So they are onboarding people. And you have to go, what you do is you sign up, they add you to a discovery group. This is the new process in the last month or so. You do some, you get to do some learning and some research in the discovery group, and then you get your onboarding email, and then you get your kit. So that whole process, we think, and I don't know if Tiffany knows better, is anywhere from like 1 to 4 weeks. So yeah, so there's a queue in which they process people, but it's not crazy. So yeah, so we have 2 kits. Hey Kat, hey Laura. We have 2 kits. The first kit is the gold kit. It's $3,500, and the second kit is the platinum kit, and it's $5,000. That sounds like a lot. That will get you anywhere from 200 to about 350 pieces of inventory, depending on how the assortment breaks down. And usually what they do is they provide you with an assortment of each available style in a variety of prints and sizes so that you can sample everything. It's kind of like a trunk concept. They add people every weekend. Yeah. See, we're still learning about the discovery group, so it's a new thing. So some people know a little more of the details than I do, but I know the basics. I had someone on my team, my waiting team, got her email today, and I was like, please tell me what happens in the discovery group. I want to know. I haven't had anybody in there yet. So, yeah, so the cool thing about Agnes and Dora is that while the company... Saturated by LuLaRoe. You mean like LuLaRoe? I don't know. So I look at it a little bit differently. So like LuLaRoe. Okay, gotcha. So I had never heard of LuLaRoe until about 18 or 20 months ago. I guess when my sister started her business, she heard about it. She heard about what she was doing through someone who was doing LipSense. So I'd never heard about it before. And now I know about it in the sphere, obviously. But I will tell you that a lot of the customers I've worked with, a lot of my friends and stuff, have never heard of LuLaRoe. So even as saturated as LuLaRoe seems, there's a lot of people who don't know what it is. The concept of buying clothing through direct sales is fairly unique. It's true. But there are 1 million clothing stores in the world, and there's 1 million places for women to buy clothes. And so I don't know if there's such a thing as saturation on clothing. Certainly there can be trends and fads and businesses that go in and out if they're not able to keep up with the trends and things. So that is definitely something to think about. And it's something I definitely looked at. While I was waiting in the queue, I saw a lot of the beautiful things that were coming out from Agnes and Dora, and in the 6 months I've been with the company, I've seen how innovative they've been, and how fashion forward, how seasonally accurate. You know, they don't just have 12 styles, and they just change the prints. They change the styles. Like they've probably had at least 24 new styles since I've been a rep. And some of them are new staples in the line and will be in the line for a year or 3 years, and some will be in the line for a year. And some of them are special editions that'll be like, hey, here's this one really cool thing that we're going to release just for this, you know, fun summer item. And that's kind of cool because that gives you it makes your boutique able to be very unique. Not everyone has to carry all the same stuff. And the second thing is it makes you look very like edgy and on trend and cool and interesting, and so your customer's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, like I have to have it. It looks really, it's like different and fun, and when they wear it to work or they wear it to school or they wear it to their mom group, everyone's like, ooh, what's that cool thing? They're like, oh, it's limited edition, I got like the only one, you know. So that is a plus for customers. The cool thing that makes us a little bit different is that while corporate picks our initial kit, after that, we make all of our own inventory selections. So everything that's in my boutique, I have selected myself. Okay, so I've selected from the available inventory. Yeah, very unique. I selected from the available inventory and build my boutique the way I want to, based on what I think is cool, based on what I'm hearing from my customers that they think is cool or interesting. Hey, Heather. Hey, Jim's Holly. Welcome, everyone. So it's really fun in that regard. And like I said, the company is supporting. Oh, thanks. Yeah, kind of a celebration weekend, right? I do have a drawing and a giveaway going on in my Facebook group. So if you want a link to that, it's in my bio. But yeah, so I have really been superbly impressed with not only the beautiful designs, but the quality of the clothing. And the amazing support from the company. So we get weekly training. I don't always have time for that, but we get weekly training. It's out there, so if you want it, it's there for you. I have an amazing upline. She has an amazing upline who supports everyone below her. And so I feel really lucky to have made the decision I made and to be on the team I'm on. It's been fantastic for me. And it's been a really cool way to run my business. So I run my business 99% online. Holly, hey girl. I'm trying to keep up with the hellos. They're coming in fast. Hi, Kimora. So, yeah, so I run my business mainly online. I have a Facebook group. I have a Facebook business page. I have an Instagram business account. I have a YouTube channel that I try to keep up with. It's not super active, but it's there. And, what else do I do? Oh, Periscope. I do Periscope several times a week, and I have made lots of cool friends and customers through Periscope. I've met some people who are on my team now, and that's really awesome. And so it's been, for me, it's great because, like I said, because of my work schedule, I'm not really able to go out and do a lot of events in the community and do a lot of vendor fairs and things like that. Like, there's a lot of fall events going on right now that people are doing, and I have been working every weekend for the last 3 weeks, and I'm working next weekend. I had one weekend off, and I did a fall event, but it was amazing that the timing worked out, because in September I worked 3 weekends as well. So selling online is what works for me, and I'm comfortable with it. So it's not always the easiest. I mean, we all know about creepers, and it can be a little odd, and sometimes I like wish I could see people in the clothes more and stuff like that. When I do have the occasional customer come over and try stuff on, meet them at a show, it's super fun to see their reactions and see how they feel in our clothes. But online has been very successful for me. But it is also a ton of work, and it's a marathon event, not a sprint, for sure. So I always tell Tiffany, I'm like, I'm the tortoise. In the tortoise and the hare story, right? So I am like slow and steady, consistent. Like it's been just slowly building, adding, and getting to know a little more, and just growing and gaining. So consistency is the key. Being able to put some time into it almost every day. You don't have to Periscope every day, but the more consistent you are, the more people you'll meet. Same with Facebook. So I probably put in, now it's been a little bit more over the summer. When I started, when I was building, it was probably maybe like 15 to 20. And that was like all the social, the broadcasting hours, shipping, all that stuff, probably 15 to 20. Right now it's probably more like 20 to 25. I have pulled some money aside for profit, but I knew that I was going to need to invest probably for the first 5 to 6 months. So I do pull 10% of my sales aside for sales tax, or not to sales tax, sorry, for income tax. And then I've probably put about 5% aside into a profit account. But I've been mainly reinvesting the money into the business. So, but I planned to do that, and I expected to do that in the first 5 to 6 months. And that's, my sales trend is bearing out. I'm trying to get my inventory up to about 700 pieces. And then, but I have noticed as my inventory's gotten bigger, it's gotten better. Is that normal for most? Not necessarily. If you need to take a profit, you can. If you need to take more, you can, but it will be a little bit slower to build your inventory. And if you're a hustler and you really get out there, you can turn your inventory faster. But if you have a little more inventory to sell, you can reach more people and you have more choices for them. And so your sales can go up. And I've noticed that in the last 2 months as I've gotten my inventory bigger, that the sales are coming easier. Like I have more choices and stuff to offer people. So when you're thinking about making the investment, like there's the initial inventory investment, that's the startup cost. And then there's like the investment in your infrastructure, which is your inventory and your social media. So not only do you have to pay for the cost of the inventory you buy initially, but you have to have the cost of the inventory you carry to run the business. Okay. I got the gold package, which was the smaller package, because since we are able to make our own choices on inventory, I wanted to choose after that. So I bought the minimum I needed to order, and then I actually had about another $2,000 that I then used on like the next 2 weeks launches to buy some of the new stuff that was coming out and to supplement my inventory. So at the time, I had seen another rep's kit who lives about half an hour from me. She onboarded 2 weeks before me, and she had a lot of leggings in her kit and a lot of prints, and I was like, I'm gonna need a lot of solids and like tunics to go with these leggings. And so I chose to buy the smaller kit and invest in more accent pieces that would go with what I knew was coming in my kit. So that was a good decision. So yeah, so it's definitely an investment. It's paying off now, but like I said, I'm starting to see the payoff. So I've built a small team, and you know, more people ask all the time, who are curious about it, who've maybe thought about other companies or who maybe are switching over from other companies. And then, what else? Lost my train of thought there for a second. So yeah, so carrying the inventory is cool. I do try to be I've been very selective about what sizes I carry. You know, for a while over the summer when my business was slower, I only bought like a limited size range, which some of you probably know and have experienced. If you're my customers, you're like, oh yeah, she doesn't have a lot of this size or that size. That was a deliberate choice for me to manage my money. I set, just to pay it back, like to generate enough sales to cover my initial investment was like 2 months. That's the gold kit plus the extra 2,000. So I put like 5,500 in at the beginning. So that took me like 2 months. But then I had to go buy, like if I'd sold all that, I wouldn't have it in any inventory. So I had to go buy more inventory, right? So I invested like 85%, yeah, 85% of my revenue back into the business to grow it. So you're going to have to always do that. Now, as I get bigger and have my sales coming in better, I'm going to be able to draw more profit and more profit. So my goal is to eventually draw 30% profit. Right now I'm doing like 5, just because I'm trying to build my inventory. But I have always stayed within my sales. So once beyond that budget I set for myself, like here's the money I can invest in the business, I haven't invested anymore. I've run everything off of that amount. So I've just keep turning that same revenue, and it's growing more and more. So if you ask me how much profit I have right now technically my profit is in my inventory. So if I went and sold all that inventory to other reps or to customers, then I would have lots more revenue, but I have to carry the inventory in order to make the sales. So yeah. Hi, Michelle. Michelle, I sent you an email about that cardie. I hope you got it. Yeah, you're welcome. So I run my business online. I do a lot of live sales. We have a party site, a website that the company provides as part of our enrollment, and they have a lot of stock photography available to us, so we don't have to take pictures. I do take pictures. I take pictures of myself in the clothes. I do some flat lays and stuff, but most of the photography I take, yeah, you got it, girl. Most of the photography I take is either pictures of me in the clothes or pictures of outfits to show people how things work together. So. Yeah. Different kind of creeper tonight. Yeah. So what other questions do you guys have? You asked about time, money, inventory. It's been really good. Like August, September, October, I was seeing my business like doubling each month, which is really awesome and really exhausting. So after so May, June, July, we're really building, and then August it started to uptick. September I doubled. October I'm trending to double. The season's getting better. Fall's very busy, but like I said, I already got my inventories bigger, my group's bigger. You know, I'm getting that like critical mass. So my like sponsors upline, my upline's upline describes it as like a snowball effect, right? So you push the snowball, like you start with this little tiny snowball, right? This is like your little group with like 5 people, you know, and you have like your little website and your little inventory, and you're slowly pushing it up the hill, right? And as it pushes it up, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, but it's also heavy, and it's really hard to push a snowball up the hill. And eventually you get to the top of the hill and you tip that snowball over, and it starts to roll down, and as it rolls slower, it gets faster and faster and bigger and bigger. So I'm kind of at the top, hopefully at the top of the rolling downhill. So it's getting bigger, and it's getting bigger faster. Okay. So I'm seeing that momentum, which is really awesome. So yeah. Hey Maria, welcome. So that's been my journey. It's been really fun. So many great relationships that, you know, was kind of like not as expected, just feeling so like tight with some of my sister reps. And then customers have become friends, which is really fun. And just how much I've learned about social media and running a business, like that piece of it has helped me in my regular job. And I've been able to share that knowledge with other people to help them grow their businesses. So I love that, because I love training and developing people. I did go to Bloom. It was amazing. I was really lucky. Bloom backed up to my family vacation, and my family vacation was in Utah, and Bloom was in Utah. So I was like, well, that's perfect timing. So I was able to go. Oh, thanks, Heather. It's fun. Isn't the market saturated with competition selling products? No, it's not. There's a ton of clothing companies. Takes time, Danette. It's been 6 months. Bloom was really inspiring. I will tell you, I think the most inspiring thing about Bloom was our annual convention. Was just meeting my teammates in person and meeting my upline and just feeling like, wow, everyone is as cool as we thought. We all connected really well. And it was like we'd known each other for a really long time. So that was amazing. Like for me, it was like hanging out with my sisters. It was really cool. The vision of the company is great. We got to see like new products. They had some amazing speakers at Bloom. So yeah, it was really awesome. Do I have any reps close to me? On my team or just in general? So I'm in Texas. And there are about 100 reps in the entire state of Texas. So we're like 3% of the company. The company's like 3,100 reps. In my 30-mile radius, there's like 6 or 7 reps. There's one like 5 miles away from me. There's a couple south of me. It's out of Utah, like Salt Lake area. Yeah. So that's where the business headquarters is, and shipping and everything's out of Utah. So yeah, so I have, on my team, I have a rep about half an hour ago. What's out of Alabama? Nothing's out of Alabama. My upline lives in Alabama. But there's nothing based out of Alabama for the company. Yeah. Although she's the head of one of the biggest teams in the company, so that could be, you know, it's the Alabama office. I'm sure we have reps in Chicago. You can go to our agnesandora.com and click on Rep Connect and enter your zip code, and it will connect you with a rep near you. It is all in Utah, yes. So, yeah, so there's like 20 or 100 reps in Texas, kind of all around. That's right. Hashtag Texas Strong. For sure. Yep, it's pretty cool. So, but Texas has like, I don't know, 20 million people who live here. So 100 reps against 20 million people is not that many. How many on my team? So I have, oh, awesome. You are very, very welcome. It's fun when you can go try stuff on. So on my team, I have 3 on my first line, almost 4. And then we have 2 on the second line and someone almost on the 3rd line. So, because we have some people in the discovery group right now waiting to onboard. So it's growing slowly but surely. I'm on Tiffany Lance's team. And so her team we're almost 100 active reps, and then we have a waiting group, and then Lauren Boyle's team. Tiffany is on Lauren's team. So it goes me, Tiffany, Lauren. Lauren's team's like 700. So she's got like 50 on her first line or something. So, but she's been doing it for a little over a year. And Tiffany's been doing it for 10 months. So, yep. A lot of the reps with the company have started since last August or later in the last year. They've had a lot of growth. So yeah, but still tons of growth potential. Like, we're very unknown, and so a lot of it's just educating people on the brand and the clothing and getting them feeling good about it and liking our styles and our colors, and you know, then getting them to hopefully share with friends, which is what you guys do for me, which I appreciate when you invite followers and share and join my group and share. So that's great. So that's part of the social game, right? Like the network marketing game is building your network. So what other questions do you guys have about either about running my business or how I manage my inventory or any of that? That was my goal tonight, was just to kind of get on and give an update. Say hi to my people. So yeah. Okay, cool. Well, if there are no more questions, I feel like I've covered everything. The basics. Do I plan to make it a full-time thing? Man, that would be amazing. Thanks, Heather. It would be amazing to make it a full-time thing. I am definitely not there yet. Like, I would love to get to the point where I could go like part-time at my job, and do this the rest of the time. Only because I work for a major company, like if I could, a retailer, so if I could work part-time at a store close to home and give up my 2-hour-a-day commute, that'd be amazing. But no, my job is amazing and my company's great and it provides a lot of benefits and things like that. So, very happy about that. So, but yeah, it would be great. If you work really hard, it can be done. So a lot of people are making full-time incomes and supporting their whole families on it and stuff. So if I had, 20 or 40 more hours a week to work on it, I could probably do a lot more. So, but for what I'm able to do, I'm very, very happy with my results. So, yeah. Oh, thanks for all the hearts, you guys. I appreciate all the support, all this time, all these 6 months. You guys have been with me, some of you have been with me from the beginning. Some have met me along the way. So, awesome. But yeah, if you're interested in Agnes and Dora, if you're interested in learning more, our team does have a waiting group on Facebook where you can learn more about the business. It's not a commitment to join. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And then you can find out more information and explore. You can always reach me through my Facebook group. And I'm happy to answer questions. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks for answering my questions. Asking me questions, answering your questions, whatever. It's obviously very late. I'm obviously tired. Shouldn't be talking anymore. So I'll be back on selling maybe tomorrow night. I have to work tomorrow on Sunday. Otherwise, definitely on Monday. So thanks y'all for watching and all of your support and all of your hearts and bringing friends. And if you have any other questions along the way, please let me know. Thank you. Bye.